I drink this while watching a documentary about the prevalence of necrophilia in the concentration camps of World War II. Here we go again. Welcome. This is Check That Book, a channel where we get acquainted with the most disturbing books ever written. And this one, hell yeah. Hell yeah. 100% Match by Patrick C. Harrison III. I assume that's how you should say his full name. It is a horror comedy novelette. Novelette, meaning it is a rather short read. But, yeah, I mean, whew. This guy, I cannot call him a man. He's not human. He's not. Ooh, let's. I wanted to start from the beginning and I didn't. I'm sorry. Let's do it again, shall we? We have our main character, Bart, here, who is a complete and total prick. A son of a bitch of a special kind, so to speak. This is a not okay novel about a not okay person. I can't. This basically what's the story about? 100% Match. It's about this dude, Bart, trying to find himself a mate, an ideal woman, so to speak. And yeah, he goes on dates. He seeks his perfect match, 100% match. Does he find one? Read the fucking novel and find out. I dare you. In order to introduce this book properly, I'm going to say that it rivals The Groomer, albeit The Groomer is obviously longer and much more gripping, in my opinion. It has an interesting storyline, and it teaches you a lesson, actually. So it's not just violence for the sake of violence, as I see it, although The Groomer is really fucked up. By the way, it is the very first video on this channel. Go watch it. I highly recommend. It's fun to see how one has developed since then. It's been almost half a year. And by the way, thank you, all of you who have subscribed and support my little workshop of disturbing literature here. It's so cool. Doesn't seem like it has a lesson to teach or a purpose. Maybe there is. If you have read the book and you feel like there's a deeper meaning, feel free to correct me in the comments section and write your own ideas about the book. But yeah, please don't spoil it for those who are curious about hardcore, disturbing, splatterpunk kind of literature and have never read this one before. Please stay clear of spoilers. But yeah, if you have like philosophical thoughts on it, please do. I would really love to read your interpretations, so to speak. Um, the book is dirty. It made me nauseous quite a few times. Our main character, Bart, the sick fuck, whose full name is Bartholomew, but he doesn't like that as much. Albeit, I think Bartholomew sounds quite cool. But yeah, Bart sounds. He's chubby, disgusting, and the way he's written, I think it's perfect. Because if the author was determined to make you dislike the main character as much as possible, then he succeeded. I would suggest, I mean, nobody asks and nobody gives a shit, especially the author. No offense to the author, but I would be curious to read a longer story about this character. I mean, as someone who fancies myself a good disturbing book from time to time, just, for the sake of the shock value. Sometimes you just want to read something sick in order to go and hug your partner and hug your dog and go touch grass and be happy and appreciate everything you have, because sometimes life can be disgusting for some people, and you're lucky you don't have that. You're lucky you're not being mutilated in somebody's basement. You're lucky you are not rubbing your own feces all over your body and drinking your own piss, because you're not that sick in the head. Yeah. The first few pages describe his day to day life. The story is told from the first perspective, from his perspective, I mean, and you just. Ah, he's such a disgusting piece of shit. You do not want to have anything to do with him at all, and you actually want him to fucking die. I mean, I did. I wanted him to just stop existing, but we're reading a disturbing piece of work here, and yeah. So Bart is like, he's constantly comparing women to something and judging women a lot. Like, for example, listen to this. She's too old anyway and appears to have arthritis, which can hinder a woman's ability to jerk off her male counterpart. It's, I quote from the book. So he's judging women a lot, and he always he likes to, the author does it, I mean, apparently that's from Bart's perspective and what he thinks. He always likes to put in things such as the percentage of, people, mainly women, are more inclined to do this or that or be this and that. Like, per se, from Bart's point of view, if a woman has tattoos, then she's automatically a whore. That's what I mean, and that's kind of what's going on in the book. He's thinking very negatively, in a very negative key, about women, and yet he wants a woman. Very controversial shit, and actually psychologically quite common amongst maniacs. Studies show that blah blah blah. Studies show that blah 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 blah. Fuck you, Bart. Studies show nothing. You probably made it up in your own head. That's how I felt when I read those things, because even if, I mean, I didn't bother to check what kind of studies they were. Did the author, you know, get them from, I don't know, just suck those studies out of his fucking thumb? I don't know. The author is genius. I loved what the author did with the character, and if the author aimed to gross us out, great job. Does it necessarily mean that the book is good? I mean, it's good for what it's made to do. That's how I would put it. It's written in such a casual manner that is disturbing on its own. Again, we are so desensitized to stuff nowadays, most of us, that we no longer really care about some disturbing, grotesque stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, sure, the guy gets his balls smashed. Well, cool. What else can you offer? Something like that. And I get it. Those of us who are into disturbing content kind of grew a thicker skin with years. I get it. Especially if you both read and watch, disturbing movies. Yeah, thicker skin is understandable, and healthy curiosity is also understandable. I believe that there are categories of people who are into disturbing content, but that's another subject for a whole another video. If you would be interested in that kind of a thing, and if you would like to listen to me ramble about the very idea of disturbing content, why do people watch or read it, or even create it, paint it? Even there are disturbing painters out there. Um, you know, any form of disturbing art, if you would like to hear me ramble about it, or perhaps ask me questions live, that would be cool. I mean, it's a bit early maybe, but if you would be interested in a live stream on YouTube, we could pick out a disturbing game and play it together. I will be playing it and talking to you guys. Yeah, you can ask me all sorts of stuff, even the disturbing stuff, but be prepared to hear disturbing answers if you ask disturbing questions. So yeah, fuck you, Bart. Fuck you, 100% match. This was a novelette by Patrick C. Harrison III, and we will thank him for his work right now and leave it behind because not even I wish to reread it and go deeper into the work of Mr. Harrison. However, if you have some decent recommendations um, from this author, then yeah, again, comment section is down there. I would be very curious to know more about it. I have never read anything from this author before, so yeah. For now, though, I thank you so much for watching, and if you like disturbing content, consider giving this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb and a subscription, perhaps. Take care, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.